So politically driven games like Metal Gear Solid can be good, okay? Metal Gear Solid, the way that they tackle the military industrial complex is amazing. They do it in an extremely great way. I mean, I recently finished playing Metal Gear Rising, amazing game, and the way that they go about the military industrial complex is great. And that topic in itself is pretty decisive of, you know, the fact that people don't agree with this. But then there are people who decide to go ahead and make games like this one here called Take Us North, where it is a game about how you are a South American trying to break into the US. And I am not joking you. That is what this game is about. And this game has picked up a lot of traction over the last 24 hours because Asmongold himself, Baldy himself, the Roach King, decided to react to this on stream because they were recently at Gamescom showing off their game. And he decided to watch it on stream and then post a YouTube video on it. And because he's done this as well, is that they have actually privated that video on both YouTube and the Gamescom website. And he critiqued this game from head to toe, which rightfully so, because breaking into the US is illegal. And then making a whole fucking game about it, trying to project your political opinion, is completely fucking stupid. But a lot of people have started to look into this game. And as a matter of fact, it has a Kickstarter and 567 people have backed it. I don't know how. I don't know who would want to pay money for this, but they're absolutely stupid. And then you look more into the Kickstarter itself and you can just see how ridiculous this fucking game is. I hate of where it says here, where it says Anima Interactive is a socially conscious indie game studio with video games as the largest entertainment medium in the world. We believe in the immense untapped opportunity for interactive media to ignite positive cultural and social change. Stop making games your political opinion. Games are for entertainment. That is what they're for. They're not to push your whole entire political fucking opinion. You can make games about heavy topics when done in a great way, and about topics where it's decisive, and topics where it's not completely fucking brain dead. Right here where it says, we recognize it's a heavy hitting and emotionally charged subject. However, we're committed to humanizing the migrant and refugee experience and portraying it sensitively, respectfully, and authentically. Our goal is to foster greater awareness and empathy around complex topics that are unfortunately often reduced in mainstream media to statistics, device rhetoric. I hate this. Of where these people, they group illegal immigrants and legal immigrants in the same fucking conversation, because that is exactly what they're doing here. You're making a game about people trying to break into a country illegally, okay? That is what you're doing. People, majority of people, even though it's starting to change in recent times, especially in places like the UK, majority of people don't have issues with someone getting into a country legally, okay? They have no issues. My family's migrants, but we migrated here to Australia legally. We migrated here legally. We did all the paperwork, whole family came over, we all made sure that we're all legal. Every single one of my family is an Australian citizen. But illegals, that is where people have the issues with. And also you talk about how you're wanting to, you know, portray it sensitively, respectfully, and authentically. Okay then, why don't I allow Asmongold, because he said it perfectly himself, about the actual things that do happen during illegal migration.
Players assume the role of a migrant guy who embodies the complex interplay of duty and empathy. I wonder if he sexually traffics the women that he's helping move over the border. They probably won't do that, will they? No, because it might make what they're saying look bad, even though that's exactly what happens. I wonder if I wonder if you're able to molest the women that you help come across the border with. Probably not. I wonder why. It's because it's not about telling an accurate story. It's about telling a lie.
Do you think that they're going to tackle those issues in this game? Seriously doubt so. Because they're not wanting to put an authentic experience through. No, they're wanting to push their political opinions through. I mean, this right here is one of the dumbest things that I've seen out of everything, where they claim that these water bottles here are fragments. That's right. They are like artifacts. Artifacts left behind by migrants. They're making it out like these are some artifacts that were by the fucking Mayans a few thousand years ago. It's a fucking water bottle of someone trying to break into a goddamn country. The fuck you talking about an artifact? It's absolutely stupid of the extent that these people are going to like push their political opinions and blatantly lying about things as well. And not only that, but people started to look into more of the person who was speaking. Her name is Carla Reyes, and they saw her Twitter. Her Twitter surprisingly hasn't been privated yet. I'm guessing that in time to come, most likely she will private it, but they saw that she was an advisor at Wings Fund Me, which if you go onto their website, they are a diversity, like GoFundMe for game developers that was made by women and gender marginalized developers. So you know for a fact that this website and this company is just going to be funding games that push political opinions, because that's all that they're going to get out. I bet if I had to preach a game to them about violence and, you know, sticking up for your country or whatever it may be, they'd probably fucking boot it out of the door. Even if it had to, you know, be a multi-million-dollar idea, they would not go ahead and fund that. And they also saw that she worked at Visa for a few years, which is quite ironic if you think about it, considering all the issues that has been going on with Visa and MasterCard in recent times about how much of a bitch that they have with taking their payment processing off of Steam because of Karens complaining on the internet about certain games. I can't stand people like this, you know, the woman who was presenting this game, because she talks about, like they say it on their Kickstarter, near the, like at the end of like a section, they talk about journalistic integrity, debunking myths, challenging misinformation, and harnessing the power of the world's largest media platform. You are pushing propaganda. You are blatantly pushing propaganda, because Asmongold said it as well. I bet you any money that you're not going to show all the awful things that happen during human trafficking, because that's what happens in these illegal migrations. That's why they're bad. They're not only bad because you're breaking into a country illegally, which is a crime, and I hate when people say, oh, but, you know, who determined that it's a crime? It's just all made up. Borders are made up. Everything in the world is made up. But you know what? If you just let chaos run, then everyone would fucking die in a few weeks, all right? There has to be order. There has to be law and order in the world for everyone to live peacefully. Breaking into a country, it's illegal. Whether you fucking like it or not, that's the law. You cannot do it. And it doesn't only harm the country that you're breaking into as well, but also the people that are trying to break into that country. Because a lot of people, when they go to break into a country, when they're trying to illegally migrate into a country, a lot of people don't make it. They fucking die. And people get harassed. People get SA'd all the fucking time. So much bad things happen than just to the country. It happens to the people as well that are trying to break into that country. And they're not going to shine a light on that because they don't want to make it off as these illegals doing anything bad. That they want to make it out like, oh, migration is such a good thing. Fuck off with your whole bullshit journalistic integrity. That's such a fucking lie. It's a lie every day of the week. But before I do end this video, I just want to ask, who the fuck made this, okay? What? Oh, man. Whoever made this image is going to hell. They're 100% going to hell. It's obviously AI, right? They obviously just said, plugged it into, like, you know, ChatGPT or Grok and said, do this to it. But whoever fucking came up with who shoved it in AI and came up with the prompt, you're evil. It's funny, but you're still fucking evil. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about this whole entire situation down below. That is going to be it from me. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.